Hello everybody. Welcome back to flower season. So in today's video, it's going to be a little different because I'm going to be working with my house plants. I'll be repotting them. I also got some new orchids because I want to give them a go again. They always die on me, but I really want to try again to see if I can keep them alive. And I'm going to repot almost everything on terracotta pots just because I love the way they look. So we'll see if the plants like it. So here are all the plants. I sprayed them yesterday with neem oil just to kill any pests because they're gonna be staying, most of them are gonna stay here in the basement with my seedlings, so I don't want to bring any bugs with them, so that's why I sprayed them. Hopefully anything that was in the pots is dead now with the neem oil. Let's hope so. But yeah, I am leaving them here in the basement because a lot of them are toxic, except for the orchids. They're not toxic, so they will go up into the living room, but everything else that's toxic is going to stay down here, just for safety wise, to keep my kids safe. I don't want them to be, I don't know, I'm worried that one of them is gonna munch on them for some reason, so I just rather keep non-toxic plants upstairs. But yeah, so I'm just going to be taking them out of the soil. Some of my houseplants are not happy as well. I repotted this one in particular into some Miracle Grow potting houseplant potting mix, and it did not like it at all. So in today's video, I'm also gonna be making my own potting, my own houseplant medium potting mix. But yeah, like you guys see, this plant is not happy at all. It was rotting, so, and then it looks really sad, and then I kept watering it too, so it got really droopy and sad. So hopefully this new potting medium that I'm making, it's gonna be better for them. But yeah. So yeah, and all of this soil that I'll be, pulling, all of the soil that I have left over, like this one right here, I'm going to be taking it to the garden and just spreading it around in flower beds. So I did wash everything. I washed the roots, which I don't know why I did that. Honestly, house plants make me do things I don't normally do with plants. Anyways, this is what I will be mixing. I have some cocoa chips, some cocoa core, bark, just regular bark, perlite. This is warm castings, and then we have vermiculite and charcoal, and this is what I'll be using for my mix. So I'm gonna mix all of that together, and here are all my pots. I already disinfected all of them. So yeah, so this mix is going to just help the plants. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos from other people. The most I've been watching is Sydney the Plant Guy, I think it's called, his channel. But he does he adds a few more things to his mix. But I thought I'll try it to see if it works, because his plants are beautiful. So we'll see if this mix works for my plants and for my conditions in my house. So, but yeah, I'm super excited to see if they thrive. I've had my plants since Christmas, and they have been holding up. So for the orchids, I'm just gonna add a little bit of more bark for them. Just a little bit more just for them. And I did also bought some orchid pots. They just have little holes on the sides of the pot, as you guys can see. We'll see if this works. I don't think I've ever repotted my orchids before. I think this is the first time, and then I didn't wait for the bloom stock to to fall off, because I was watching, I actually watched it in TikTok. This girl was saying that it's best to repot them as soon as you get them, because the plant is still really healthy if you got a really healthy plant, instead of waiting for the roots to start rotting. And it's just best to do that. So I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. So that's why I am going to repot it right now, because none of the roots were rotten, rotten yet. So I mean, I think it makes sense. It's, so I'm going to try it out. We'll see how it goes. If anybody has any good tips to keep orchids alive, just let me know down in the comments. Because my orchids always die. I ended up topping them with the bark, but I ended up taking that off and just topping them with the cocoa chips instead. But yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I did here in the video, and then I ended up changing. So my little orchid that I got, my mini Phalaenopsis, I couldn't find a pot with holes, so I just potted it on a regular tiny terracotta pot. And as you guys can see, this one did have a few rotten roots that I ended up chopping off. But yeah. And then for the rest of the plants, I'm adding some of this seed starting mix, because guess what? It's 100, oh, not 100%. It's 90% sphagnum moss. So I didn't know that. It doesn't have, I mean, I knew it was soilless, but I didn't know it was just, most of it is sphagnum moss and perlite. So that's why, that was one of the ingredients that I didn't buy separately to, and I wasn't going to buy it, but I ended up starting to read the instructions for, the ingredients on this seed starting mix, and it's sphagnum moss. So I'm just going to add a little bit for moisture retention. And this is a little tiny philodendron. It's a pink princess philodendron that I bought from Etsy. And yeah, it's gonna stay in the little pot that the orchid came in, because it's so tiny and it's so cute. Look at it, it's so cute. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna stay alive. And like I said, I'm gonna put everything on terracotta because I just love the way it looks. But yeah, I really like playing with soil. I don't know, and mixing all of these ingredients was really fun too. It was a really good day. So right here I have this pothos. It's the Marble Queen pothos, and look at it, it's so pretty. I love it so much, but it's toxic, so it's going to stay down here. It's okay, because I come to this room all the time. I also have my washer and dryer here in this room, so whenever I do the laundry, I can look at my plants. Hopefully they're gonna stay alive under the grow lights. I have one that's for that I bought, that was a little bit more expensive. It's my GE grow light. It was $70, and it's supposed to have it's supposed to be like full spectrum, and I'm gonna put all of these under that light, so hopefully they're gonna be okay. So far it seems that everything's okay. And this is a tiny little golden pothos. But yeah, and most of these plants are aroids, so that means that not somehow that they grow on trees, and that's why they like this type of soil better. I do have a few succulents, and I'll be potting those in a cacti mix. But yeah, but I think I don't know why I gravitate towards aroids more when it comes to house plants. They're just prettier, because they trail and they climb into the walls. I don't know, it looks really nice. But yeah, This one right here is a mini monstera. I really love this plant, but like you guys can see, it's super sad and droopy because I had put it in that miracle grow mix that I was talking about, and it did not like it at all. So hopefully this more chunky airy mix is going to be better for her, hopefully. I'll give you guys an update here in a few weeks. So here's everything looks so nice, so pretty, and hopefully it's gonna be happy. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and if you guys have any tips, leave it down in the comments. All right guys, bye bye.